If you have to constantly remind a grown man to communicate, respect, apologize, and take responsibility, baby girl, you might not be dating him, you might be raising him. Hi everyone, I'm Titli and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you are new here, we talk about relationship ceiling, self-growth, boundaries, and also the uncomfortable truths that nobody wants to talk about. And today we are continuing our man-child behavior series. So if you are actually new here, I have made another man-child behavior video and it is on my YouTube channel. You can go and check it out. So let's get to the point. You might be wondering that he doesn't love you and that's the reason he is not taking responsibility in this relationship. But what if I told you that you are the main reason that he is not taking any kind of responsibility in this relationship? And you are responsible for all these things. Before asking me, ask yourself that how you made him like this, where he doesn't care about his responsibility, where he should be the man of this relationship. But he is not. He is wearing some bangles and sitting here and is not taking any responsibilities, while you are being the man of this relationship, where you have to remind him to communicate, respect, and taking responsibility of this relationship. And before blaming him, ask yourself that how much you lowered your standard by asking that man to give you attention. You begged to that man night after night. You cried in front of him so that he give you attention. You made yourself like that. You made yourself to come to this downgrade position. So obviously he will take you for granted because he knows that you don't care about yourself. You only care about this relationship and him. You don't love yourself, and your self-worth doesn't mean anything to you if you don't have any kind of self-love, self-worth. So another person will come and take you for granted because that person knows that you don't matter to yourself. No matter what happens to you, you don't care, but you care about what happens to him. You care about what happens to this relationship. You beg to that man to give you attention, reassurance, where your self-worth itself is actually crying, so that you finally give it some attention. You look at yourself and realize that no, this is me. I am the main character of my life, and I should not care about if that man doesn't give me any attention. I should care about myself. I should care about my wealth, my health. So why would I cry for that man? You are not doing that. What you are doing, you are just crying and asking and begging to that man to give you attention. And this is how you are becoming the man of this relationship without even realizing it, and giving him a chance to become a princess of this relationship. So let's talk about seven
Five
signs that
signs.
you are actually raising a man child without even realizing it. Sign number one is that you have to teach him the basic communication. So every night you have to ask him for attention, because you two guys have some argument or fight between each other for a simple silly reason which is actually doesn't matter, but still he doesn't care that you two are fighting, but you care, and you have to go and ask him that what's wrong with you. Instead of ignoring me, just talk to me. You have to ask him, you have to beg him that please communicate when you are upset. You have to remind him that please don't disappear when we have an argument. So somehow you are constantly teaching him the basic communication. But here's the question. Why are you doing all the emotional work for two people? Is this relationship only yours? Yeah? Is it only yours? Then that's the reason you are only asking him every night and begging him. Is that the reason? Or is it about two people? A relationship is about sharing. A relationship is about sacrificing, loving each other. It should be 50-50. It should not be 100 and 0. It's about sharing love. It's about sharing passions, dreams, goals, and everything. It's not only about sharing happy moments, it's about sharing sad and hard phase too. If he is only the shareholder of happy moments, but he is never there when it's hard, when it's sad, yeah, you know what you should do? You should leave that man. Because somehow you are becoming a relationship coach to him. You are constantly teaching him the basic communication. And you are not a coach, you are not a teacher of him. You are his partner. You are his girlfriend and better half. So obviously, you should be sharing everything. And if he is not willing to do it, I told you what you need to do. Sign number two, you have to remind him to respect your boundaries. You have already told him that I don't like it, I don't want to do it, or don't make jokes about my figure, about my appearance, because I feel insecure about it. But still, he keeps doing it. You know why he keeps doing it? Because he is insecure about himself. That's the reason he is making jokes about your appearance. Have you ever seen any movies or series where a mean girl makes jokes about another girl's appearance? Because she herself is also insecure about her appearance, and that's the reason she makes jokes about other people. That's what insecure people do. They make jokes about others' appearance, other confidence, and everything that others do, because that's just how they are screaming for attention. They're screaming that please tell me that I look good, I look better than others. That's what insecure people do. So your boyfriend is like that too. So next time when your boyfriend makes jokes about your appearance, says you are fat, you're heavyweight, or you are skinny, just tell him that at least I am something, not like you that who only makes jokes about others' appearance while he himself is a hypocrite. Baby girl, you should also remind yourself that a boundary is not a boundary if you have to constantly remind other person to respect it. And you should not have to repeat the same boundaries to him before he finally decides to respect it. Yeah. If he wanted to respect your boundaries, then he could have done it at the first time when you have told him to respect it. But he doesn't wanted to do it. He wanted to be a hypocrite. So let him be a hypocrite in your story because he was asking for it. So I want to share a story here. So 2 days ago, me and my junior, we went to watch the Insidious movie, and we were at the cafeteria, and I saw that there were a couple sitting at our opposite. They were sitting there. So that guy was continuously looking at ourselves. I don't know why, what he saw, but that girl who was sitting beside him, she was also pretty. She was so beautiful and she was giving some confident vibe. But still, that ugly creature decided to look at us. And he was looking like so creep. So do you think that his girlfriend didn't notice it? She did. She knows it that he constantly looks at other girls. He constantly gives that creepy looks to other girls. Maybe she have told that man 1,000 times to not cross these boundaries, but still that man is doing it, and that's the character of a man child. No matter how much you tell him, he will do the same mistakes again and again. And there's a famous social media lines which says that if you can change the man, then change the man. And I would suggest that to yourself too. Listen, I might be looking like a man hater, but I am not. But I am a hater of a man child. Yeah. Then number three is you always have to fix his problem. And every time something goes wrong and you are the one who is overthinking, you are the one who thinks that what should he do? How can I fix this? What should I tell him? And also you think that how can I make him feel better? And slowly you become responsible for his emotions, his problems, his decisions, and his mistakes and everything. But listen, supporting your partner is healthy, but parenting him is not. You can love someone without becoming their problem solver. Yeah, you are not their teacher, as I said it earlier. You are not their teacher, you are not their therapist, you are not their anything, but you are their partner. So he should know that how to handle this relationship just the way you know it. So number four is that he never takes accountability. So in this relationship, everything becomes your fault. Everything that you do, every fight, every argument, everything becomes your fault. He never takes accountability. He only says that yeah, I did that because of you. You made me angry, or if you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have done that. Yeah, notice the pattern. He always have an explanation for everything, for every argument, and that goes to your fault. Yeah, but he never takes his accountability. He never says that yeah, it was my fault, I am sorry. He never says that. Listen, baby girl, a man who is mature, he will always tell you that yeah, I was wrong, it was my fault, I will make it better, without immediately adding that you made me do it. That's not accountability, that's more of a like an excuse. And a mature man, he will always take the accountability for his faults. And remember, without accountability, the same problem will be repeating again. In our childhood, our parents used to make us say the faults that we have done. They used to force us so that we can say that it was our fault. Yeah, I think that's the best parenting. You should accept your faults. You should accept the wrong things that you have done. And yeah, you should accept and forgive yourself, because we all are human, we can make mistakes. Yeah, but we should take accountability for it too. And number five is you keep falling in love with his potential. This one is painful. Yeah, I know it hurts so much, it hurts so badly, because you keep expecting him to change. If you keep expecting him to be mature, you keep expecting him to give you some attention and communicate when you guys have some argument, but he's still the same. He never changes. He always gives you some false hope. Yeah, I will change, I will just do better, I will be better in the future. Yeah, that's what he says, but he never changes. He never shows his actions. He only shows his big talk mouth. And you keep hoping year after year that he will change, he will mature, he will understand eventually. It's not. He will never understand, he will never change, he will never mature. And here's an uncomfortable truth: you cannot build a relationship with someone's potential. No, you cannot. You have to look at their patterns, not their promises. Because the person, they can promise you everything, they can promise you the world, but you have to look at their actions. I can also promise you that I can heal you, I can give you some self confidence and boost your confidence in 1 month or 1 day. I can promise you that, but no, you should not believe me until and unless I show my actions, until and unless you see that I am consistent on my YouTube channel, because that's what my action is, that's what I have to do for my promises. But yeah, he's not like that. He is promising you the world and giving you what? A toffee. Yeah, that's what he does. He is promising you the whole world. He will give you everything, he will change, he will mature. But whenever you have an argument, he just vanishes, he just disappears like a ghost. Yeah, that's what he do. That's not how you can build a relationship, that's not how you can build a future home. Because imagine, he will promise you to give you the ring, and when it comes to it, he will just vanish. He will promise you to give you a beautiful house, but he will vanish when it actually comes to do it. Yeah. Now, before someone misunderstand me and tell me in the comment section that having flaws doesn't make a man child, and also we all have things to work on, we all are not fully healed. The difference is willingness. A mature person will hear it, and when you tell him that this one hurts, he will think that why this one hurts. We have to work on it. And a man child thinks that how can I make her feel guilty for being hurt? That's the difference. So don't only ask yourself that does he love me? Instead of that, ask yourself that does this relationship allow both of us to grow? Because love without accountability can become a cycle. And understanding others doesn't mean that you are abandoning yourself. It means that you are also giving yourself chances to grow. You are also giving yourself chances to learn. Be confident that you can grow yourself. Be confident that you can teach yourself. You don't need another person to teach you. You don't need another person to get a lesson about relationship. Listen, we all are not healed. I am not fully healed, you are not fully healed, but we have to work through it. We have to work in our relationship with our partner. This is a partnership. It's about 50-50. As I said, it's not about 100 and 0, that she is giving me 100 and I'm not even giving my 1%. That's not a relationship. That's more of a teacher and studentship, as I said it earlier. So this was our episode 2 of the Man-Child Survival Guide. And if this video made you feel uncomfortable, that's good, because sometimes discomfort brings awareness. And also, if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this video with them. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.